Australia 4 points, 2 wins. India beaten by New Zealand yesterday evening, 2 points, and the New Zealanders the same. And that assumes some very interesting proportions now. New Zealand, Lorne Howell, Nathan Astle, Stephen Fleming, Craig McMillan, Chris Cairns, Adam Perore, Chris Harris, Dion Nash, Mark Priest, Paul Wiseman and Simon Dool. Coach Steve Rickson. So it's Mark Moore, Adam Gilchrist, Tom Moody, Michael Bevan, Steve Waugh, Darren Lehman, Damien Martin, Ian Harvey, Shane Warne, Gavin Robertson and Adam Dale.
A few changes in their side, so they've got a few fresh players out there. If you can feel fresh in these conditions, that's Adam Dale. Little opportunity for him. Just going through the practice routine there. They were out quite earlier. And Adam Dale swings it a bit early on his way now. First ball of the match. It's a good shot, well played, straight down the ground. Mid off there, Robinson just a little bit wide. And up. Oh, well bowled. That's a beautiful delivery. Now that's that quicker one I was talking about. And what's more, it was a Yorker as well. Stephen Fleming is the new batsman with New Zealand 9 for 1. 16th over comes up. Some pretty serious thinkers in the game as that one runs over the boundary at square leg.
A little bit there, Harvey. He's got an offside field set for him. And Astle placed that very well because there's a man at deep square leg. He had no chance. And again, and the result will be the same. That's an action replay of the previous shot. So consecutive boundaries to end the over. 20 for 1 New Zealand. Make your choice, Tony.
Oh, good shot. That's a wonderful cover drive.
Right on top of the ball. Good transfer of weight, good placement. Boundary number 4.
That's 4.
Ricky Ponting not only caught the attention of the spectators and the commentators there, but also the batsman.
Chance at mid-off, just wide of Tom Moody.
And pretty much off the meat of the bat. Tom Moody, I think in the end, made it far enough. But it wasn't until the ball was past him. He was actually over the top of it.
Well, that's well bowled.
Well, I reckon it has clipped the off stump there. That was the clunk.
Oh, well caught. I'm not sure that Adam Dale even knew he had it there for a second. But it's a terrific reflex catch. Took a good reflex catch to get rid of the New Zealand skipper.
It was hit very well, and it was almost past Dale to the 20 from 22, and it's 56 for 2 now.
Craig McMillan, young man who's become a very important member of this New Zealand side.
With 1 for 30. And that'll be 4. But he's been batting for a long time. He quickly read it and then whacked it past backward point. Robertson just pulling it down just a little bit home.
Oh, that's well played. That's right off the middle of the bat. Oh, will it be out? What a cat. Oh, no, he's dropped it. He's taken it over. Well, he came in from the corner down there. I didn't see him for a second. The fieldsman was at wide mid-wicket. You know, Martin got it inside the boundary, then fell over.
It was a very athletic attempt. Craig McMillan's a noted big hitter. Damien Martin, who comes from, always going to take him over the rope. That's a very good effort to there, and he juggles it. Couldn't quite hold it anyhow.
You've got to take a few chances up front there and get the score as near to 100 as you can. Then you can start cruising a little bit to set yourself for the end. And that single gets Astle to his half-century. Just a little acknowledgement there towards the dressing room. I think that he'll probably have a little glance up to the board now.
Wonderful shot. He's picked up what was a slightly slower delivery. Not only looking good at this stage of the game, but they're well up in the sixes table also. Oh, that is a good shot.
But he can roll his arm over occasionally.
Good work, Robbo!
That's definitely worth having a look, I'd say. And it's history. Yep, red light. That's excellent cricket from the Australians. 139 for 3, McMillan out for 43.
And this will be 4 runs. Not quite where he intended.
Well, that's the strength of Chris Cairns. Just coming through there with the bottom hand and getting it past Tom Moody at mid-on, realising that Moody is up in the circle.
And this might be another boundary. So very good over for New Zealand. 11 runs coming off that. And just as we said, Nathan Astle has been dismissed. Trying to hit it straight back down the ground. Played it a little too early, and Ian Harvey made no mistake on the follow-through.
And always when you're following through and you've got to move a little bit, as Harvey had to do, he had to go down and to his left, and he caught it very easily. That's a lot of skill required there. New Zealand 179 for 4.
So Adam Perori comes out to the middle, a very capable batsman. This is the last man to be dismissed. Off a low full toss, good catch by Ian Harvey. That's nicely played. Third man is a little too square. So the first boundary here for Perori.
Delicate little late cut. That's the second time that Steve Waugh's been guided down there for 4. Won't thrill him at all.
Oh, he's hit that one. He's very strong, isn't he? That's a good shot, and it's bounced well fielded. Oh, that's beautifully done. That was a difficult one to stop the ball bouncing down there.
Great movement and great athleticism and great desperation from Robertson.
Down the wicket he goes again and flicks away. It's a good shot. 4 runs. He's strong, isn't he?
Whipping it away, showing the strength that the commentators have been talking about. Just strong wrists, powerful forearms, and terrific placement. 41 not out from 43 balls, and
oh, and there's also one at fine leg. That's a lovely leg glide. You're seeing more and more of those shots these days. We saw Sachin Tendulkar play it beautifully last time he batted, and this was well played too.
just getting his foot across.
Down towards square leg again, and this one will probably, no, it won't beat the fielder's miss. Nicely picked up again. Bevan down there, and that's 50. 50 to Cairns, and it's been a very good knock too. Oh, he's going to go for him. That's a big six, a glorious six, way up into the stand, up into the top deck. Well, he got that one beautifully. I think Warren was quite keen to tempt him, put a little bit of extra spin on it, and see if he would miss hit it, but he didn't. That was a lovely shot. Oh, and again, and he's out, stumped. Well bowled, Shane Warne. I think that's what he was trying to do. You can see the ball before whack, it went straight down the ground for six, and then beautifully stumped.
Latter ball, the first one, that went for six, and it went about 20 rows back in the member stand, up in the top deck. And then the flatter leg spinner this time. Chris Cairns trying to work this one away to the leg side. Beaten in flight. No trouble for Gilchrist, and the end of a very good innings from Chris Cairns.
Straight down the ground. Will this get to the boundary? Yes, that's well hit. Straight into the fence for four, so quite an expensive over. 243 for 5. Been quite severe on him. And this was that last ball. A lovely shot down the ground. Good spot to hit it as well, because the mid-off and mid-on are quite wide. And he timed it pretty well too. Oh, he's had to go at that one, and that'll go all the way. That's a big one. With the spin that time. And, well, I said that Harris was likely to chip it around.
Chip that one. It's possibly the longest boundary on the ground. Got it in the middle of the bat with a little bit of elevation, and again, it went comfortably over the boundary.
That's going to go over the top as well. Not even Tom Moody down there is going to be able to drag that one down. Liz Harris is having a ball. I heard someone say the other day, I think it was Steve Rickson, he'll be in my world team in one-day cricket any day of the week.
Well, he's done this with consummate ease. It's really just an elevated straight drive. Just had to stretch himself a little bit further and wait for it. Timing excellent.
That's the end of one's over, 2:59 for 5, and indeed it's the end of the innings as well. So that's a pretty acceptable total, that is. They're looking to win by as many as they can, yeah, because they've got a little bit of a problem with net run rate, given that they end up on equal points with any side. So this is good news for New Zealand. What a good performance that was by the New Zealand.
They'll appreciate the promotion and the opportunity. Lehman has opened quite a bit for South Australia in Mercantile Mutual games. They're the one-day matches between the state sides, so he's accustomed to it. That's well hit, and it'll be 4.
Michael Kasprowicz there, he'll welcome this rest. Good hard tour of India. Just having a chat with him this morning, he said he lost 9 kilos on that tour. Let's put 2 back.
That's beautifully timed by Damien Martin. Martin thought it was going for 4, and it has now. Stadium. In the air and just over backward point. Timed so well, third man's got no chance.
Cricket in the bouncy wickets at Perth. He gets underneath this one and flashes hard.
Around about 6. That's in the air. This could be out caught at third man. It will be a good catch if it's caught. No, it's not. He had to dive forward again. It was up there for a long time.
Lost it in the background momentarily. It just made the difference between how being able to get in and be standing up.
Oh, well caught. Wonderfully caught. That was very firmly hit. What a player he is. Harris, or Harry as they affectionately call him out there, is in the action all the time. That was a real lusty blow, a drive on the up, and Damien Martin can't believe it. 39 for 1. Steve Waugh has decided that he's going to bat at number 3. Needs a bit of a hit.
That's beautifully timed. He played a stroke earlier in the over that was very good, and they picked up 2 runs from it, and that was a glorious shot. Attempted Yorker from McMillan.
Yes, he played this one superbly. It was just going down the leg side there, asking for trouble. All those fieldsmen up. On him, wobble. Well, I think he was getting a little bit frustrated into the shot.
It was a slight change of pace from McMillan, possibly after that conversation he had with Perore last over. Lehman out for 26, 43 balls, and it's 59 for 2.
Well, Tom Moody getting an opportunity up the order again today.
Drop there. Edged by Tom Moody. Rory was going away to his right. That's a lovely shot from Steve Waugh. Superb placement. Nice timing. 4 runs for the taking.
You'd ever see perfect cover drive. Everything's in perfect position there.
Oh, he's got that one away. And hammer that to the fence.
This is very well played by Steve Waugh. He didn't try and hit it too hard. He made sure that he waited for the ball and then helped it on its way. And that's why he hit it behind square leg with a bad ball. They try and hit the thing so hard, they finish up hitting it straight to the outfielder. But Steve Waugh on this occasion just works it square of the mid-wicket fielder.
That'll be a boundary. It's found the gap. 100 coming up for Australia with that boundary.
Oh, he's hit that one nice and firmly into the gap. He's chipped it really over the infielder. If you actually target mid-wicket and get it over his head.
Yes, he's helped it along with the spin. There's not much of spin, mind you, but Tom Moody has made room for it and played it into that big gap over there. I think even if he tries to hit the ball straight, he should be all right, because the fielder at long on is a bit wider. And of course, the mid-wicket is also a little bit squarer. So I think there's a big gap.
A little bit now. There he goes. Oh, he's given him out. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. That is absolutely ridiculous. How can you give a bloke out when he's playing a sweep shot from miles outside the off stump? That's got to have hit him outside the line. That's a joke.
And had survived by getting that inside edge. There he is. It's a big one. He's struck outside the line of the off stump. And umpire Javed Akhtar, a former off spinner himself, gives him out. Australia have lost their third wicket for 115.
Michael Bevan is the new batsman, and one has to say that while we've seen Steve Waugh never look happy when he gets out, the truth of the matter is that that was a bad decision. Oh, he's hit that, Miles. That's a huge six. That's got a long way. Forget about that one. Go and get a new ball. That was Tom Moody's third six of the tournament.
And he's hit it with the spin. He's allowed the ball to come on. Plonked his foot across. And that's a big hit.
He's got that away beautifully. Between the man inside the circle at short fine leg and the man out at deep back of square. Much work. 155-3. What a blow. And it has come right out of the meat of the bat. Beautiful hit. Well, long one didn't know where that had gone. Started looking over in the offside, which is where, in fact, Tom Moody had aimed it.
Lorne Howell didn't pick it up off the bat. Slower ball from Chris Cairns. He tried to put his foot on it. And Tom Moody has hit it straight through the MRF sign, and that's money.
In the air. And he's got it. Simon Dewell is the fieldsman. It was getting away from him and dropping very, very sharply. He did well to get it. It was a fine catch.
A pretty good job since he came on. He's in his fifth over, and that gives him figures of 1 for 9. Simon Dewell, the fielder, brilliantly judged. Not easy running around at full tilt and diving forward in the outfield. Judged it nicely. Got two hands to it, and that's a very, very good catch. The Australian fourth wicket has fallen. With Tom Moody out for 63, 188 for 4.
Nash once again thinks he's got a caught behind, but and in fact it's been given. Bevan is a little stunned, and I must admit I'm a bit surprised. I thought it bounced after it hit the bat.
Dion Nash firing in yet another Yorker. Bevan's trying to make room to play that shot. Question is whether... Now it's gone off the bottom of the bat. Nope, that is not out.
Well, you could say that Australia have reversed their batting order as we get to the close of the innings. Who have we got out in the middle? Adam Gilchrist and Mark Waugh, the two openers normally.
Effective.
Oh, he's hit that one beautifully. That's way over the top. That's right off the meat of the bat. Well, that was a good over until that ball was bowled. 238 for 5.
What a blow. That he was in good shape. He'd beaten Mark Waugh. He saw Mark Waugh coming towards him. He'd bowled him the slower ball.
Oh, he's hit that one hard too. One bounce for 4. Whack.
Picked out the spot. Didn't hit it anywhere near the man at long on. Kept it away from the man at deep forward square. Smashed it straight through mid-wicket. 17 from 21.
We see another 6 here. Oh, he's caressed that one through the offside. That's a beautiful shot. He just gave that little bit of room.
That's a wonderful stroke. Precisely what was wanted, just to add a little bit of icing. A great stroke again. This is a good partnership by the two opening batsmen who have come in down the list.
That straight boundary has won the match for Australia. Well played by Australia, that was. They had a few runs to get today. I think just reflecting on that New Zealand innings a little bit, it just seems to me they've needed a few more runs. Sure, the Australians played well,